So as you've seen, we're just about there with a couple of the rooms now. So I'm in the salon and it's just looking beautiful, and just with a little bits of greenery and just brings the place to life. We've got a couple of little bits left to finish off in here. So we're looking at the telly, getting that sorted, and what we can do with that and how we can make it look and fit in and look nice and everything. So next jobs today is going to be the bedroom. Bathroom's almost done. Everything pressure tested, everything good. But it's Terry and Tracy's domain when it comes to the fabrics and stuff, because I'm just no good. And from what I've seen, from what I've measured, I don't think they've got enough fabric. So they're going to have to prove me wrong on this one, see how they get on with it. I'm staying out of it, nothing to do with me. And I'll go and find something else to break or get on with. See you soon.
So we've got the curtains up for the canopy, and it's just looking fantastic now, getting them on to sort of finish this part of the room, because having the ciel de lit just up there, it just looked a bit sort of random really. And Mum and Ash weren't too happy because I was umming and ahhing if I actually liked it or not. So I started looking for different ones, but now the curtains are up, I think it's absolutely perfect. So we've still got a couple more details to sort out for them to fully finish them. So one being, we need to add some of this tassel trim. So we're going to add that right the way around the top to finish that off, so it comes onto the curtains as well. So we need to add that on. We need to add the back fabric on. So Mum's just downstairs now finishing that off. So we're just going to have the pink in there, and then we'll pleat that to follow the same pleats. So inside, so you won't really be able to see it, but the drapes on the side, we've pleated them so they're the same as the pleats on the top of the ciel de lit. Pleated them down so they follow the same, and then at least we've got like a little bit of gather on them. Fit perfectly to the floor, so they're like they originally would be. So if you do ever want to close them, you just sort of secluded in this nice little area. So yeah, I'm just absolutely over the moon with them. Mum's done a fantastic job with them, just stitching them all. And I know a lot of you were unsure with the pink, but personally, the colour in here with it, I think it just looks perfect. It just gives that sort of hint of colour really from all of the blue. So yeah, I'm just really pleased with it. I'll see a step back so you can see the full view of it. And just being in here now, seeing it with the obviously all the gold work, the chandelier and the bed canopy, it looks fantastic. So I'll crack on now. Got a couple more details to finish off after all of that I want to add to it to finish it off. And then after that, it's going to be bringing the furniture in for the bedroom. So I will crack on now. And there we have it. The canopy is all completely finished, and to be honest, I'm just lost for words with it, with how good it's turned out. Never did I think it was going to look this good, having the fabric up and the trim and just everything really. From the bargain, obviously CLD that I did buy from the brocante, which was €10 I think. Obviously it was fallen a bit, a lot of it was covered in woodworm, the detailing was missing. So it's a bit by bit been working on stripping it back, creating new mouldings for the top, right on the top there. See, painting it, gilding it, and getting all the trim on, and man making the curtains. It's just turned out fantastic, it really has. I think having the coral pink in there as well, now when you step back and you just see that sort of injection of colour just in there, it sort of draws you in, and it's nice to have a different colour in here. So we're not going to be plastering it everywhere, it's purely just fitting the side of the bed canopy, just so it gives a different sort of depth in there as well, and it just feels a little bit more luxurious in there, a little bit nicer. So just up here, obviously at the top of the bed crown now, and obviously you'll be able to see some of the details that we've added in. So when we got the bed crown up, I kept on looking at it and I was unsure about a certain part of it. It just didn't sort of gel, and it always made it look a bit untidy. And as you would have seen in the video, we've removed all of the beads. Now that was the thing that was sort of throwing it off for me. So all of the little beads that I'd put on here, they looked nice, but because they weren't completely flat and they just didn't look even, and it just looked a bit unfinished really. So decided to take that off. We weren't going to put trim on anyway, but it was just going to be on the inside. So all we've done is just took those beads off, and it's allowed us to stick it on the trim that was already there. And I think the finish on it now, it just looks so much grander and so much more in keeping really. And then to finish off the central part, the mouldings that we've used on above the door, so the one behind me, we had one of those left, so I've just tacked that on into the centre just to finish off the central part of the bed crown. And then going right the way up to the top, so on the top we've got wood there which we have mounted the fabric to, so if it does get dusty we can just clean it straight up on here, and obviously it's not going to affect the fabric or damage the fabric, it's going straight on the wood, so we'll be able to hoover that. And it's held up with a support wire which you don't see, obviously we wanted it so it just looks like it's sort of floating there really. When we were attaching it, a lot of you were concerned that it was only held in with the little L brackets at the back, which it's not. This wire is taking the full weight of it. They're just there purely just to keep it like in line really. So yeah, that's all the way up there. When you're down on obviously the ground level, you don't see any of that. It just, like I said, looks like it's floating really. So yeah, so that's all of the bits for the bed canopy. The next thing that we've got a little bit of fabric left, which I can't believe it. I can't believe we've got 2 full curtains and we've got a little bit left from the fabric that we had. So we've got a little bit left to make a pelmet for the actual curtains for the window. So there's a little bit left to do that, which we're going to get on with now. And then the other thing that we've got, the beautiful bed that we've got here, obviously the carved Louis XV bed. We do love. The only concern that we've got is it's quite small. Now this is, I think it's either 130 or 140 wide, which is fine for small people like me. But when you've got 2 people in there, it can be quite sort of snug, to say the least. So we're looking at trying to get a bigger bed to fit the space, because we think obviously quite a lot of people are going to have complaints with it just being so small. And this is just a typical French bed. They're all around about that sort of size. So even though they're beautiful, they are just a little bit unpractical. So I have spotted one. It is quite far away. I think I had a little look and it is over 7 hours away. So I need to speak to Akash to see if we can go and collect that at some point and see if that'll fit in, because I think that'll be a lot better fitting. I think that's 160 wide, so it's a lot bigger than what this one is, and it's 200 deep. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that, see if we get that bed rather than this one. Like I said, this one's perfect style wise, but it's not going to be big enough. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. And one last thing, a lot of you in our last couple of videos have been pressing the like button. Now that really helps with the YouTube algorithm and helping just promote the video. So just pressing the like button, which costs absolutely nought, really helps our videos and really helps it in the ranking. And even just leaving a comment, just telling us what you think to the room, what you like about it, obviously anything that helps with the YouTube algorithm as well. And these cost you absolutely nothing at all to do it, but it helps us massively in obviously promoting our video to other people, so more people can sort of discover us and our journey really. So please do that. Just press the like button and there we go. So we're going to crack on now with getting the pelmet sorted for the curtains, and we will see you in the next video. So thank you very much. Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history and get exclusive videos.